Abraham trusts God and leaves everything. What would you do if God asked you to leave everything behind? Your home, your comfort, your future plans, no map, no guarantees, just a promise. This is the story of a man who chose faith over fear, a man who walked into the unknown and changed history forever. This is the story of Abraham. Section 1. The Call. Long ago in a land called there lived a man named Abram. He had a good life. A home, a family, stability, everything felt secure. Until one day God spoke. Leave your country, your people, and your father's household and go to the land I will show you. No location, no details, just a command and a promise. I will make you into a great nation and all peoples on earth will be blessed through you. Imagine hearing that. Being asked to walk away from everything familiar for something completely unknown. No backup plan, no safety net, only faith. Section 2. The Decision. Abram had a choice. Stay where life was predictable or step into uncertainty with God. Fear whispered, what if this goes wrong? But faith whispered, what if God is right? And Abram chose faith. He packed his belongings, gathered his family, took everything he had and left. No turning back. Every step forward was a step into the unknown, but it was also a step closer to God's promise. Section 3. The journey. The journey wasn't easy. Hot days, cold nights, endless roads, questions filled the air. Where are we going? How long will this take? Did we make the right choice? But Abram kept moving, because faith doesn't always make sense, but it always moves forward. When he reached Canaan, God spoke again. To your offspring I will give this land. But there was a problem. Abram had no children. How could a promise be fulfilled when it seemed impossible? Section 4. The Test of Time. Years passed. Then more years, still no child, still no sign of the promise. Doubt began to creep in, but God reminded Abram, look up at the sky and count the stars, if indeed you can count them, so shall your offspring be. Abram looked up and believed, even when it didn't make sense, even when nothing had changed. That's real faith, not believing when things are easy, but believing when nothing is happening. And because of this faith, Abram was counted as righteous. Section 5. The Transformation. God changed Abram's name to Abraham, meaning father of many nations, from a man with no children to the father of generations. And at the right time the promise came true. A son was born, Isaac. Proof that God keeps his promises even when it feels impossible. Lesson for today. Abraham's story is more than history. It's a message for you. You may not know where your life is going. You may feel uncertain, afraid, or stuck. But faith means trusting God even when you can't see the full picture. Sometimes growth requires leaving comfort. Sometimes your breakthrough is on the other side of obedience. So the question is, will you stay where it's safe? Or will you trust God and take the step? If this story inspired you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Because your faith journey is just beginning.